Hello, this is Amanda Elowesh, and I am about to do an oracle reading from the best Wonderland oracle this side of the rabbit hole. It's the Go Ask Alice oracle, and it's also a tea party game. So you can draw a card and you can look up the oracle, or you can look up instructions, prompts for conversations and activities to have unusual and engaging interactions with new and old friends. Today I'm going to do a reading from the oracle side, and I'm going to have you pick a card. I like to breathe on it. You can add your breath. Blow, 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 blow. I call it a fairy blow job. All right. Which card are we going to do today? Which card is it going to be? Oh, fell down, fell out, fell out. Right, there it is. We've got the Knave of Hearts. Do you remember the Knave of Hearts? He gets taken to the trial. He gets accused of stealing the Queen of Hearts tarts. And when Alice shows up for the trial, she realizes it's all a bunch of stuff and nonsense. The king, the Queen of Hearts' husband, the King of Hearts, is the judge. So that's not very fair. It's a little bit of a setup, a lot of bias there. And the jury's not really paying attention. And the judge, aka king, aka inappropriate judiciary for the whole matter, seems very confused and says, this is important. No, I mean not important. I mean, no, it's important. No, I mean it's not important. So the whole thing really is a bit of a sham. And so the Knave of Hearts is talking about, my head sometimes disappears. The unicorns are taking over. The Knave of Hearts is really all about injustice and being able to see through some kind of, accusation, some kind of trial, some kind of sense of authority. Is it actually a legitimate authority? Is there actual real justice happening here? You might be on the side of the accused and feeling like you're being accused unfairly, that things are not stacked in your favor, that you are being scapegoated, that you are being blamed for something that's not your fault, and the ways of going about finding justice just are not making sense, and things are out of balance, basically. Or are you the person that is accusing somebody, blaming somebody else? My God, my head keeps disappearing. Are you accusing or blaming somebody else of something that maybe you need to take a second look at and tune into? Are you jumping to conclusions, or are conclusions being jumped to about you? I think I've definitely been on both sides of the coin. Don't know about you, but I have definitely felt that in my reality. And I'm going to read a meditation. All of these cards, all of these readings from the Go Ask Alice Oracle and Tea Party game, they all have at least one meditation to support you going even deeper down the rabbit hole with your reading. So I'm going to read to you the Oracle meditation for the Knave of Hearts. First of all, just take a deep breath and let it go. There is no rush to get to any decision. What's most important is that you give yourself time to this process of discernment. Take some time first to just allow yourself to let go of assumptions and labels about yourself or others, no matter what side you're on, accused or accusatory. When you feel clear, move on to the different pieces of information in front of you. Include words, feelings, sounds, smells, sensations, and images of any kind. Take them all in. Write them down if it helps. Take some more breaths just to let go. Again, releasing any final judgments. Allow for time to just sit with your information and ask for a higher wisdom to emerge and speak to you. Then start to notice what comes up. Physical sensations? If so, where are they and what do they feel like? An image? How does this inform you? A word? A memory? Give time and space for each piece that emerges and then let it go without any conclusions. Again, allow time to just sit with this information and clear out as much as possible with each exhale. Do some journaling about this process until you've come to a clearer and more precise perspective of your query. If it is you that is being judged, this process is very potent as well. A forgiveness practice can be added in to help you move on from this trial. So one thing I have learned in my journeys down the rabbit hole, even with half a head, even with half a brain, is that blame is not a particularly helpful thing, although we are very conditioned to do it. And it feels very relieving to imagine blaming somebody else or something outside of ourselves for our circumstances. The only problem with that is that you do stay a knave. You are lacking sovereignty. You are completely disempowered if you are telling yourself a narrative that supports you being a victim or subject to external forces and people's will and behaviors. So what I find, and it's, not to just be in denial either, but to really allow yourself to be aware of what's showing up in your reality. And instead of even looking at it as a blame situation, to just get curious, like Alice, one of her superpowers is curiosity, and it gets her through the Wonderland magic and challenges and chaos with a lot of adventure and a lot of great wisdom and experience. So getting curious about, regardless of who's to blame, to imagine that you came upon some circumstance that just needed some help, a person, a place, a thing. And instead of looking at who's to blame, simply look at what can I do in this moment to make lemonade out of lemons? What can I do in this moment to make a better outcome than what's happening right now? What do I have available to me right now in this moment that can elevate the circumstances that I'm in? So if you're being accused, instead of going into a fight, a defense and fight and conflict, you can get curious about what's going on inside of you, about what's actually going on inside of the people who are accusing you. You can also be curious about your boundaries and make a choice to not let yourself be subject to the projections of other people. I have no control over my disappearing head, but you do have control over whether you expose yourself and subject yourself to the narratives, the projections of other people. Sometimes those reflections can be helpful if they activate an awareness of something inside that we know is ready for change and elevation and growth. But if it just feels heavy and oppressive and painful and not at all encouraging any kind of learning, healing, or growing, you can choose to walk away from it. But again, coming back to that curiosity of what can I do in this moment to elevate? It could be walking away. It could be bringing forgiveness. It could be bringing gentleness, softness, compassion, or a listening ear. And if you're the one doing the judging, then take a moment to check yourself and just notice what is actually coming up inside of you. Is there an insecurity? What's going on? You got triggered in some way, and there's some helpful information for you to explore. This is your own deep inner wonderland. Now, if you would like to get a reading from the Go Ask Alice Oracle and Tea Party game, lots of beautiful illustrations. Some of these are upside down, so I'll try to skip through the ones. Where's this crow one? No, I got to go this way. white rabbit, really beautiful illustrations done by uh, an amazing collective of digital artists, written by me with a lot of wisdom on how to navigate your own inner wonderland. Again, not only wisdom, guidance, inspiration, it's an oracle, so it's a good place to go for answers for the things that are troubling you. There's also, as I mentioned, guided meditations. You can get this a copy of your very own, or you can just get a free reading at my website. It's oh, I've mirrored it. It's the goaskaliceoracle.com. Goaskaliceoracle.com. You can go on there, get a free reading. If you follow the little magical mushroom crumbs, and you will find that there is a free gift for you, which is a guided meditation to take you deeper into your oracle reading from today, the oracle reading that you get from goaskaliceoracle.com, or actually any oracle that you may work with. It's my gift to you. You get it along with your free card reading at goaskaliceoracle.com. If you found this helpful, please give it a like. If you want more, I plan on doing these at least weekly, so subscribe to make sure that you get the latest card readings for the goaskaliceoracle.com. I always like to add in a little extra wisdom that I've learned from my travels, the entheogenic psychedelic travels down the rabbit hole of Wonderland. And happy to share, happy to have you on the journey with me. Thanks for tuning in. Until we get to connect again, blessings on your journey through Wonderland.